Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be filming for you my spring empties. I was supposed to film this back in June when spring ended, and yeah, insert excuses right here. We are approaching the end of summer soon, so I figured I better get this video up before I need to start filming that empties video. Alright, first set up are some tubed products. The first one is the Glow Recipe Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser. This was actually their first formula, and ever since then they reformulated it. It's no longer in a tubed package like this, but a clear pump bottle, and I believe they changed the formula as well. Even though this is the old formula, I figured I'd share my experience with you all. It was a good cleanser, definitely a little goes a long way. I actually really liked using this as kind of like a 10-minute mask before washing it off. Using it as a mask, it actually did leave my skin feeling hydrated and smooth. But aside from that, I found it to be an overall basic cleanser and a little bit too pricey to repurchase. Next empty is the Canmake Mermaid Skin Gel UV SPF 50+ PA 4+. I've already talked about this one quite a few times already, and long story short, I really like this one. I have already purchased 4 backups from Doco Demo. Last tube product is Paula's Choice Skin Recovery Daily Moisturizing Lotion, Broad Spectrum SPF 30 for normal to dry skin. I actually wrote a blog post on this and their Ultra Rich Moisturizer sometime last year, so I'll be sure to link it down below in the description box. To sum it up, this actually is a pretty nice moisturizer. I found it better than their Ultra Rich Moisturizer for dry skin. I would say the one con though is there is a cast when you wear this, so if you do decide on grabbing this, just keep that in mind. Overall, it was an okay moisturizer, a good moisturizing SPF product, but I personally don't plan on repurchasing it. Next set of products are these two, still in skincare of course. First one is the Avène Thermal Spray Water. For French thermal water sprays, I've only tried the La Roche-Posay Serum Zinc and the Uriage Thermal Spray. If I were to rank the 3 I've tried so far, Uriage is definitely at the bottom for me. It was definitely not suited for my dry skin. Serum Zinc was very nice. I could see how anyone with acne-prone oily skin would like it, and even with me for dry skin, I still did enjoy it during the summertime. But I would say Avène has been my favorite so far. Around wintertime, when I was in my first 4 months of using 0.3% Adapalene, my skin was not only very lizard feeling, but it was very dry and irritated as well. And some of the products that I used to use in my collection were starting to irritate my skin, so I actually purchased this to kind of ease that irritation I was getting. And this really does kill the irritation. I don't feel any lingering sensation. This just quickly calms my skin down. Aside from calming my skin, I actually really like using this during the day when my skin is feeling a little bit dry. Sometimes I spray it on my face at work and I find it doesn't disturb my makeup at all and doesn't make me feel drier. I actually have the other mini in my purse right now, and once I finish that, I actually plan on repurchasing them again. Next up is the Secret Key Starting Treatment Essence. This is a galactomyces essence. So after using the COSRX one, I purchased this and started using this right after. The main ingredient was the same. It was the 95% galactomyces ferment filtrate, and with a handful of other ingredients like adenosine and niacinamide. I also found it just as affordable as the COSRX one, but I would say the one up it has from the COSRX one is that the packaging is gorgeous. Comparing this to the COSRX one, I would say this is definitely a lot more watery, and while it did perform very similar in terms of what it was doing for my skin, I actually prefer the COSRX one more because of the texture. If you prefer a more watery essence, definitely check out this Secret Key one. I still think it performed really well in terms of brightening up my skin and evening out my skin tone. Alright, next set of skincare are serums. First one is Klairs Midnight Blue Youth Activating Drop. I've already done a full review on all the Klairs products I've tried, so I will leave a link up in the cards above. Overall, I did think this was a nice serum. I was surprised that a watery texture could leave my skin feeling so soft and moisturized. Now that I am exploring skincare a bit more, I don't find the need to want to repurchase this just for the fact that it is a peptide serum. I do have affordable brands accessible to me, such as The Ordinary and the Inkey List, and they do have their own peptide serums as well. Because of that, I don't find the need to go out of my way to purchase the Klairs peptide serum. Otherwise, if you are interested in looking at this, this was again a nice serum. Next serum empty is the Vichy Mineral 89 Skin Fortifying Daily Booster. Out of all the Sol hyaluronic acid based products I have tried, I would say this one is probably my favorite. As you can guess, the 89 is referring to 89% of thermal water in this product. I really liked how this felt on my skin. It made my skin look really nice and plump, and again, just giving me the hydrating benefits as well. Overall, I still stand on my original opinion about hyaluronic acid serums, where I'd rather just have hyaluronic acid included in some other other serum rather than having its own sole product. Also, because of the price point, I can't bring myself to want to repurchase this again. Last serum is the Ordinary Niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%. I've actually already purchased another bottle of this, and on top of that, I've also purchased the Inky-less Niacinamide and Paula's Choice Niacinamide, all of them having 10%. I was thinking of doing some type of comparative review between the three niacinamide serums because this is one of my favorite ingredients, and out of all the Ordinary products, this one is my favorite one. I still notice the benefits from using such a high concentration of niacinamide. My pores, again, look smaller. My skin in general just looks healthier. And I always get that really nice, bright, even complexion while using it. I'm pretty confident to say that this probably has reached Holy Grail status for me. However, before I make that official, I do want to try out the Inky-less serum because it does have a little bit more to add to the formula than this one for just a little bit more of a price. But I'll definitely get back to you on my final thoughts between the three niacinamide serums that I have. For skincare, I also have cleansing wipes. These are the Acure Seriously Soothing Micellar Water Cleansing Towelettes. Personally, I don't care for cleansing wipes for removing my makeup unless I'm doing just a concealer type of day. Unfortunately, despite them saying soothing, these actually stung my skin a lot. And the more I try micellar water out, I feel like it just does not work with my skin that well. So instead of on my face, I was just using them to wipe off any swatches I would do on my arms. In terms of recommendation, I personally would just prefer using a cleansing balm or cleansing oil as the first step of makeup removal. I find them way more effective than the cleansing wipes. But if you are a makeup wipe type of person and micellar water does well for your skin, then definitely give these a try because they were still nicely saturated. Alright, and last for skincare empties, we have three moisturizers here. So the first one is Riversol Daily Moisturizing Cream. This is a brand started in Vancouver by a Canadian dermatologist, Dr. Rivers. I don't know if you've seen this ad on Facebook, but this brand does provide 15 days worth of samples for you to try out their products. This one I was actually given to from my friend because she didn't get on with it well for her skin. So she gave me the moisturizer, the cleanser, and the serum, and this is the line for sensitive skin. And although the texture of each product was really lovely, I still found that they actually burned my skin. I couldn't figure out what was causing such a sensitivity in the ingredients list, especially since this is a product meant for sensitive skin. So I actually decided to pass off the cleanser and serum to my younger cousin, and as for the moisturizer, my boyfriend finished it up. When I asked him how he felt about the moisturizer, he just said what he usually says, which is he just liked how it felt on his skin and he felt like it moisturized his skin. In my next empties video, I'm actually going to be featuring another product from the brand, and I've actually also reviewed their sunscreen with an SPF of 30. I'll be sure to leave the link to the blog post down below. Next is Klairs Vitamin E Mask. Once again, check the cards up above for the Klairs brand review. I have to say I'm pretty upset that this stopped working for me ever since I upped my prescription to 0.3% adapalene. Before, this would give me a nice moisturized, slightly tingling sensation that didn't feel like it was sensitizing my skin. But while finishing this up, I felt like this was really stinging my face. So just to confirm what I've said in the brand review video, this is definitely not meant for sensitive skin types. And if you are going through a certain period of your prescriptions, I would not recommend you purchasing this. This is just based on my personal experience. Always be sure to, you know, look at the ingredients list and other reviews that people have on this product. Like I said before, when I used this the first time, I really liked it, and it is one of my favorite products from Klairs. But now that this is the end of my second tub, I just can't purchase it again because it's just too much for my sensitive skin now. Alright, last moisturizer is CeraVe's Skin Renewing Night Cream. As we all know with CeraVe, they do have the three types of cinamides, but what also attracted me to this product was that it also had peptides and niacinamide in the ingredients list. It's so ridiculous how just those extra ingredients really up the price, because this is 48 grams and you've seen the tub, the regular CeraVe moisturizing cream. Well, they're both around the same price, about $20 to $25 depending where you look and if there's a sale or whatever. In terms of this product's performance, it was actually just okay. I felt like I had to use a lot to feel comfortably moisturized, and there was a period where I felt like this was causing me to break out or have some type of a reaction to it. Because of that, I'm kind of iffy about whether or not I want to repurchase this. Overall, I would still recommend. It still has a really nice ingredient list, and just because I had a bad experience doesn't mean you would either. Maybe I'll revisit this product down the road, but so far I'm really happy with the current moisturizer I'm actually using. Alright, and that is it for skincare. Moving on to the one makeup product, it is the Heroin Make Volume and Curl Mascara. The Japanese really know how to make good mascaras. I've actually been using their brands for the past few years now. This is my first time, however, using the Heroin Make brand, and I am pretty impressed. I've already repurchased one of their mascaras, but I thought I purchased the Volume and Curl Mascara. I purchased like the lengthening and curl mascara or something like that. I don't think I could tell much of a difference other than the shape of the wand, to be honest. I am wearing the mascara right now. I just love how it does lengthen my lashes, give slight volume. It lasts all day, barely smudges, and is really waterproof. This mascara is a little pricey online. It is around $25 to $30 Canadian, but I mean, I'd rather purchase this than purchase the ones at Sephora. All right, another empty I have is a perfume empty, and this is Glossier's You perfume. So I didn't actually purchase the whole thing. This was originally my friend's, and she gave me this bottle which had a handful of sprays left because she highly recommends this perfume. A bit of the scent is still left on the cap, and it definitely smells really good. I don't know how to describe this scent. It is musky. Usually I'm not into heavy musky scents, but there is definitely something about this that makes it pretty special. From the handful of times I've worn this perfume, I do like how it smells on me. I definitely consider it a more fall to winter type of scent. My friend wears this all year round. She repurchases it all the time, and from what she's told me, she's also been stopped many times and been asked, "What are you wearing? You smell amazing." My current scent right now is Miss Dior perfume. I've actually been thinking of trying out the Salvatore Ferragamo Signorina Eleganza perfumes, but I've also been debating on this one as well. Let me know what you think about this perfume in the comments down below. So far, one of my really good friends has rave reviews about it, but I'd like to hear your thoughts as well. All right, and last on the empties are hair products. First hair care empty is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. Honestly, after finishing this using the Innate Life's herbal hair mask and Kalia Naturals conditioning mask, I feel like these types of products don't really do much for me. The only type of success I ever had with these types of products was the Christoph Robin color treatment mask. Even then, it wasn't like it left my hair super silky smooth or anything, but because my hair was blonde at the time, it did make it feel a lot softer. Now that I've grown out most of my natural hair and the rest of the color are at the ends, I find just keeping regular conditioner in my hair for a couple of minutes almost does the exact same thing. All right, last empty is Avita's Dry Remedy Daily Moisturizing Oil. Surprisingly, this is the first oil-based product I've ever used for my ends. Usually I prefer the silicone type of products, and part of me wishes I stuck with that while I had dyed hair because I really didn't find this did much for me. The reason why I bought this is because Gothamista used it, and she did say she has dry ends, so I figured it might work for my hair as well, but I just didn't really find it impressive. Even though this hair oil didn't work out for me, one that's been working out really well, like so well I've already repurchased the full size of it, it is the Innate Life's Rose Hair Elixir. I actually did a blog post on their small bundle, so I'll leave a link to that down below, and I eventually want to film a demo using all three of their products. And that is it for my spring empties of 2019. I can finally toss all these empties out, and stay tuned in a couple of weeks when I film my summer empties. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give it a like if you did, subscribe to my channel down below, leave a comment if you have any questions or recommendations, and I will see you all soon. Ciao.